morning, beautiful people. A little late this morning. I had a fight with my computer. Evidently, 98 episodes of No Kidding on one computer is a little too much. So, here we go with today's reading, May 3rd. What is more blessed than to put cares away? By Catalyst. There's nothing like a good hearty laugh to pick up a gloomy day. Laughter has such a calming effect on us, doctors ought to prescribe it. Take 2 jokes and call me in the morning. Laughter liberates the tormented soul and soothes the troubled heart. Laughter helps us keep perspective. Our troubles are less scary. Our woes are dimmer. Life is less frightening. No two of us laugh at the same thing. Our sense of humor is unique as our fingerprints. It doesn't matter what we laugh at, life's silly moments, our own mistakes, or the circus clown falling down on a banana peel. We're always richer just for doing it. Laughter works on our bodies like stationary exercise, banishing tension and bad thoughts as it loosens the muscles and soothes the mind. A good laugh leaves a happy aftertaste that lingers on and helps us fend off the ghouls and goblins and things that go bump in the night. Laughter is a song. It's joy. It's life itself. Today, help me bring the gift of laughter to another and help me find more laughter in my own life. Okay, that was a pretty positive one. I've heard this story a couple different ways about a fella who gets terminally ill and he goes home and he watches all kinds of comedies and funny things and ends up healing himself. So the story obviously isn't a testament to mindset, but also the impact that laughter does have. So it's a pretty cool story. I looked up just to kind of solidify why laughter is so good. A few of the reasons. So there's a lot of health benefits to laughing. So lowering your blood pressure, reducing your stress hormones, increasing your endorphins, which are a natural painkiller. It works the abs, burns calories, right? It's good stuff. It boosts the T cell count, which is the immune system, which is pretty relevant right now. Improves our cardiac health. And then a little bit more in the recovery bucket. I mean, all of this stuff is good for everybody, but laughing can help reduce anxiety, and it acts as a natural antidepressant. So I thought that it was a good reminder. I find, when I gave up, when I was gambling, I don't remember, you don't laugh at the casino when you're locked up there by yourself. And it's really hard to laugh and enjoy when you're thinking about the next bet. You're not dialed into even conversations to laugh at. I'm one of the weird ones, like I've never watched an episode of Saturday Night Live. So I feel better since it said that our fingerprints are as unique as, or our sense of humors are as unique as our fingerprints, because I'm definitely in the minority. I think I've watched Adam Sandler movies, but all those other ones that people talk about I've not seen. The Hangover and all that stuff. So I guess for today's self-care item, we should think about laughing, whether it's putting on a funny movie or YouTubing a comedian. I find for me, the best laughing is those crazy moments. Like there was a point in the trip in Asia where we just got silly. It was the night that we were watching the bats come out of the cave. And it was one of those, we couldn't stop giggling. And it was, I don't want to say inappropriate, but everybody was like in a quiet, zoned out place. And, there was 4 or 5 of us. And it was those belly laughs. And then, you're like, when you feed on the next person's laugh, on the next person's laugh. And, it just lasts for a while. Those are good ones. And they usually come out of nowhere. I do find that my sense of humor is pretty sarcastic and snarky. And I find that when we're in group or you're with, in common people, but our common people, meaning that they're the people we're most engaged with, that's usually where I'm chuckling the most or laughing the most, when there's a commonality amongst people and things they can laugh at. I think that the world has done a pretty good job. Most people I can see have put the effort into trying to laugh about Corona as a healing strategy and a coping strategy, instead of just drowning on the negative, whether it's the silly memes or the conversations about toilet paper, whatever that looks like. I think people have tried to balance it, and definitely with respect to being mindful about the seriousness of it, but knowing that we need to have a sense of humor, which is exactly how we should treat our addictions. They're serious, but if we don't start laughing and healing. When I was in treatment, and I really got to find it because it was so good, we watched a video, and it was like a stand-up comedian, and he was doing a routine in jail in front of a bunch of inmates, and it's sick almost, but you have to laugh at it because it's almost that sick. We did, when I was first starting the show, I was interviewing Paul from Recovery Elevator, and at the end of every episode, he does you might be an alcoholic if kind of thing. And I've never wanted to steal his format or anything. I just have great respect for him. But in the process of getting ready for his interview, I collected some of those from and I can't find them. I was going to share them with you. There were some good ones, a couple that I can do from heart. It looks like I deleted them off my phone, but I remember one of the guys say, you might be a gambler if you have jock itch from not leaving the table, for 2 days and not showering. You might be a gambleaholic if, and I've said this to you before, if you get mad about Dunkin' Donuts raising the price a dime, but you go and lose a week's paycheck, at the casino. Or you might be a gambleaholic if you pay 30% of the cash advance, you pay $50 to get $100 or whatever, kind of some of those extreme things. And again, it's not that they're funny from when they were happening or funny that they happened to us, but if we can come out of it stronger and laugh at it instead of, yesterday we talked about shame and guilt a little. I think that having a sense of humor about it is a much more healthy way to get past it and survive it and move forward. So there's a lot of value to laughing and having fun, I guess. I think they kind of go together. So do your best to laugh today, people. Tonight is my 100th freaking episode. I cannot even believe that. I have to keep track so that when I have the guest interviews slid in to the AM PM rotation, I can keep track. So that's how I know it's coming up tonight. So I feel like I'm going to have to come up with something really fun to celebrate this evening. So who knows what I'll come up with. Anyway, keep laughing. Have a good day. 75 in Schenectady, and I'm not flipping golfing. But I'm not going to be mad about that. Where I was going with this is it's going to be hot. So drink your water. I haven't mentioned that in a while. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later.